Hey guys, welcome back to Carsonian Beans. Today we will be continuing my NFL predictions. Today we are going to be predicting the record of the San Francisco 49ers. This will be the sixth team that we are doing. I have done AFC West all the way. You can see all those records over here. And then I have done the Seahawks. You can see part of their record over here. Alright. So, the 49ers, they made it to the Super Bowl last year. 49ers fan that's watching this video, crap. Why do I keep on doing that? Just don't click off. I'm going to keep on talking. For that, congratulations. Your team made the Super Bowl. My team hasn't made a Super Bowl since the 80s or 90s. Congratulations. A lot of people are saying that San Francisco is going to drop off significantly. Like, they're just going to plummet off a cliff. I don't necessarily think that's true. I definitely don't think that they're going to be, 8-0 like they were last year, but I think they could, I think they'll still be a pretty good team. I mean, they've got, if Brandon Ayuk plays really well with the 49ers, then the 49ers could be a really good, wide receiver unit. Also, they've got George Kittle. They've got Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert, but he wants out of there, which is a scary thing to see. So right now they've got a pretty solid running back unit unless Raheem Mostert gets out. In which case it'll be, they've still got Tevin Coleman. They've got a pretty solid offense. Their defense definitely could use some work. They've got pretty good front seven up there, and their secondary is pretty good, solid defense too. It's definitely, they could possibly make the Super Bowl again. And, looking at this schedule, it's not the hardest schedule in the world. Let's see how they do. Or how I think they're going to do. Especially when they've got teams like the Rams and the Seahawks, and even the Cardinals could be a hard team to play this year. So it'll be interesting to see if they can win this division that is probably going to be very competitive next year. Week 1, we have the Cardinals versus the 49ers. 49ers are at home. So this will be a pretty hard first game for the Cardinals, who are kind of getting into the, they're kind of getting into like the roll of things. They're getting good now, but I don't know if week 1 they can pull off a win against the 49ers, mainly because of this defense. I don't know if Kyler Murray will be good enough right now in week 1 to pull off a win. So I'm going to give this one to the 49ers. Kind of the same thing in these two, especially against the Giants. I don't know if they are prepared to take out a team of this caliber. And then week 4, another game I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try to talk about all of them. But you have the Eagles. If Carson Wentz steps it up and doesn't get hurt, if he's healthy, then this could be possibly a Philadelphia win here. 49ers at home. Is it Sunday night? Yep, Sunday night football. Eagles, they've got a pretty good rushing attack, so I can shut that on. If this will be really reliant on Carson Wentz, and I don't know if he is good enough to single-handedly win a game. I'm going to give this one to the 49ers. Games where it's kind of like obviously a 49ers win. I'm not really going to talk about it. On week 6, another divisional game. They are at home again. Feeling pretty good about themselves, 5-0. This will be a challenging game. The Rams are a team that this might be a lot closer than people are going to be thinking. Another Sunday night game. They have 3 Sunday night games in a row. Nope. But it is a Sunday night divisional at-home game. A lot of pressure on them. The Rams have they don't have the best rushing attack, so they're not going to be leaning on that too heavily. And Jared Goff is a good quarterback, and I think their defense is good enough. I'm going to give the Rams the win here. Very, very definitely could go either way, but I'm just going to give this one to the Rams. Week 7, the Patriots have one of the absolute best defenses in the league right now, and they got Cam Newton in there, which is definitely a plus. Get out of my room. What the heck? Sorry, my brother and his friend walk in. Anyways, so we have the 49ers, and you know what? I'm just going to give this one to the Patriots. Sorry about the little pause there. I'll probably cut it out. All right. In week 8 against the Seahawks, this is another tough game. Seahawks have a pretty good defense. They're a pretty good all-around team. I mean, they've got Chris Carson. He could probably get past their linebackers pretty easily. This will be a pretty high-scoring game, I think. And I just think the Seahawks offense is just more high-powered than them. I could definitely see them splitting, but we'll see. All right, week 9 against the Packers. The Packers, pretty good team. I think that they'll be able to. This will be another 2 high-scoring games in a row. This time they're at home. I also don't think they'll be able to beat Green Bay. So now, 4 straight losses, and then they go to New Orleans. They've got 4 losses in a row. They're ready to come back, and I don't think they can pull off a win here. I'm sorry, but I just think that New Orleans is just so high-powered that it'd be very hard to beat them. One of the better offenses. I mean, they got Alvin Kamara that could tear up your team. They got Michael Thomas, Drew Brees. They go into their bye week after going 5 straight losses, wondering what the heck's happened, and they come out, and I don't think the Rams can beat them twice. All right, so now they're 6-5, going up against the Bills, who I had my number 1 team in the league. And I mean, they played a couple tough teams and they lost. The Bills have a pretty okay defense, mainly relying on their offense, and I think the 49ers can pull off a win here. Another tough game. Washington's offense is pretty good. They're not relying too much on their running backs. Definitely is a game that if Dwayne Haskins does take the second step, I think that he will, this will be probably a pretty good game to watch. I just don't know if Washington's defense is good enough to stop them right now. I'm going to give this one to the 49ers. Right here, they are up against the Cowboys. And also ignore week 18. That's just the playoffs. You know, Ezekiel Elliott is a pretty okay running back that can definitely get some kind of running game going. They have the number 1 wide receivers, so this will definitely be a high-scoring game. I think that San Francisco's offense is more prepared to take on this. And I'm just going to have them wait. Oh, so they actually beat the Cardinals. I think at this point in the season, I think the Cardinals can probably win this game. Just because, it's later in the season. They've gotten into things. They do have a pretty good. They've got, Larry Fitzgerald on that offense. I forgot his name. Pretty sure they have Kenyon Drake. So I'm pretty sure they pull off the win in the end here, and then I have them splitting with Seattle. So they're 10-6. Unfortunately, they don't win their division, but that's still pretty good. 10-6 is a pretty good record. It's not as good as they were last year, but it's also not bad. So, how'd you like it? Sorry about that 5 lose. Also, I've only done this in one of my videos so far, but I'm hopefully going to remember to start doing best case scenario and least case scenario. Another thing that I'm never mind. So their best case scenario right now is that, of course, they beat the Cardinals. They beat Seattle. Pretty sure they can win all these games. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. 14-2 is their best case scenario right here. Yep, and their worst case scenario is, I think they lose to Seattle here. I think Philadelphia can pull off a win here. Maybe Dallas, Buffalo, Washington. I think 5-11. Wait, no, actually. Take some of these back. Yeah. I'm gonna say that 7-9 is as far down as I'm gonna say that they could possibly fall. So if they do completely just collapse after going to the Super Bowl last year, I think 7-9 is about as bad as they could do. Okay, I hope that this video, informed you about something. If If you disagree or agree, go let me know in the comments. You can go to playoffpredictors.com and do this one for yourself, and you can even send it to me on Twitter. I have the link in the description, and if I get 5 of them of any team, I'll go through and I'll react to them. I'll tell you what I agree with, what I don't, if I think that it is probable, if I think that it is way out there. If you think my predictions are terrible, stick around and see what other terrible predictions that I have. Alright? Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've got a Patreon. I don't post there very much, but I am trying to start a podcast, and if I get enough money doing my podcast, it'll give me another incentive to make more YouTube videos for you guys, and also means to start a podcast. So, hope you enjoy this. Links in the description. See you guys in the next one.